This is a beautiful story. 12 patients made medical history in California earlier this year with a 6-way kidney swap. Now they've met one another for the first time. Carter Evans has the emotional reunion.
Mark Kim is thrilled to have his life back, just 3 weeks after a kidney transplant.
Feels awesome just to have the privilege to drive and the freedom to go anywhere I want.
2 years of debilitating dialysis left his arm disfigured. He'd waited for 22 months on the transplant list after his sister Michelle's kidney wasn't a match for him. The list of disappointed dialysis patients waiting for a match goes on and on.
There are 110,000 people or so waiting on the waiting list.
Dr. Stephen Katz-Nelson says the way to get more matches faster is finding more people like these. Raise your hand if you donated a kidney. Now, I want you to raise your hand if you knew who you were giving your kidney to or who you were getting your kidney from before the surgery. No one, huh? They became a transplant chain, donors willing to give one of their kidneys to a stranger in order to get a kidney for a loved one.
People involved in these chains are interlinked. It's like a puzzle with all the pieces connected to each other.
Doctors at California Pacific Medical Center want to dispel the myth that family members have to give their kidneys directly to relatives.
Fundamentally, if you're going to give, does it matter where the gift goes?
After Silicon Valley veteran David Jacobs received a kidney transplant 10 years ago at the same hospital, he designed a computer program to help fast-track the donor matching process.
Instead of dying, I lived and was able to build this software and to help other people.
Right under your tongue for me.
Zuli Broussard also wanted to help other people after experiencing a great loss of her own.
You've had a difficult time with illness in your family.
Yes, my son had cancer, diagnosed at 17 and passed away at 21. And my husband also had cancer, and his illness was very short, 5 weeks before he was gone.
After their deaths, she decided to donate one of her kidneys to give another family a second chance. Her gift led to the medical chain reaction that ultimately helped 6 people get a new kidney. This week, they got to meet the strangers who saved their lives. The emotional introduction at the hospital shows the power of the transplant chain.
The difference between you and everyone else in this chain is that you didn't have a loved one who was getting a kidney.
But they did. I just want them to have that quality of life. I want their loved ones to know that they're going to be around.
Zuli's kidney went to Oswaldo Padilla, a 26-year-old factory worker. His sister-in-law donated to a 52-year-old dental assistant, and her son offered a kidney to a mother of 5. Then her daughter shared with a 60-year-old grandmother whose own daughter gave to Mark Kim, while his sister's kidney helped a 47-year-old designer regain his health.
We saved overall about 15 or 16 years total on the waiting list when you look at all those people. Several of those patients, a couple of those patients anyway, might not have made it that long to get to a transplant on the waiting list.
And how does that feel to be sitting next to the person who saved your life?
It's amazing, just amazing.
Former Marine Liz Torres couldn't donate to her mother Miriam.
What was it like meeting this guy today?
Oh, it was something else. I had no idea who I gave it to till today. He's an amazing guy.
I'm going to name my kidney Corporal. Liz was a corporal in the Marines.
Now, Mark Kim and the others are hoping their actions inspire an even bigger transplant chain. The hospital says it's already getting calls.
Thank you, Ms. Broussard.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Carter Evans, San Francisco.
Such a beautiful story, you know, and people really giving a gift that is the gift of life. And that's just so rare in today's world.
I know, especially on the heels of a week with so much difficult news.
Exactly.
It's nice to see something like that.
And the mother of that young woman, Liz Torres, she said that she didn't even want her daughter to donate the kidney because she was worried about the complications that arise in any kind of surgery. And she said she felt that she had to. And it's just so great that they can all meet together.
I know.
Yeah.
Great news for the hospital as well.
Absolutely.